F1101.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Nufar Shewayu Betiabro. My matric number is F1102.
Assalamualaikum. I will introduce myself. My name is Nur Shasha Ridwana binti Muhammad Syamsul Kamarul Nizam, and my matric number is F1104.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Nofatia binti Ahmad Johari. My number matric is F1091.
Today, I will talk about team role and responsibility. In our group, we only have 4 members, Rosin Alisha, Farisha, Fatia, and me. First, Roslyn. She will do introduction of differentiation and answer the question F1. Use differentiation to find expression for dy over dx. Second, find the coordinate of any sanitary on curve. Third, how many sanitary points does the graph have? Second, Farsha. She will do example of application in differentiation, and she also will answer the question F. Number 4, determine x-intercept and y-intercept points. Number 5, determine the nature of any sanitary points you've found. 6, sketch the graph of the curve. Then, that will be me. I will create the table of team roles and responsibility, and I will answer the question A. Number 4, determine x and y intercept points. Number 5, determines the nature of any sanitary points and sketch the graph. The last part would be Fatia. She will do summary, and she also will answer the question A. First, using differentiation to find dy over dx. Find the coordinate of any sanitary point, and lastly, how many sanitary points does the graph have? That's all our group member responsibility and role.
First, I would like to do the introduction of differentiation. So, differentiation is a method used to compute the rate of change of a quantity with respect to another quantity. This rate of change is known as the derivative of the function and also gradient of a curve. dy over dx is the symbol to find the differentiations of y with respect to x. It can also be written as fx.
I will talk about example of application of differentiation. First, we can determine the maximum and minimum values of particular function. Second, we can determine the speed level of an object, such as cars meter. And lastly, we will knowing the rate of change, for example, temperature in a place.
So for question, we choose question A and F. For question A is y equals to 2x cubed minus 3x squared. For number 1, use a difference to find expression for dy over dx. For question A, the differentiate of y equals to x cubed minus 3x squared is 6x squared minus 6x. For question number 2, find the coordinate of any stationary points of the curve. First, you must find the x. So the answer of x is 1. Then you must substitute values of x into y. So the answer of y is negative 1. And for number 3, how many stationary points does the graph have? So you must sub value of x into dy over dx. For the answer you will get, for the first point you will get negative 6. So therefore turning point, the coordinate of 0, 0 is a maximum turning point. Number 2, the answer of second point is 6. So therefore turning point 1 -1 is a minimum turning point. So that's it.
Okay, today I will explain about question A, number 4. Determine x intercept and y intercept points. We must use equation y equal to 2x power of 3 minus 3x power of 2. We must use sub-rule of x into y. That means we must replace the answer of x into the equation of y. For example, just like in my slide, x equal to 1, that means y will be y equal to 2 multiply 1 power of 3 minus multiply 1 power of 2. We will get the answer -1. We must take the value of y from the internal value of the question. Okay, I will continue with question A, number 5. Determine the nature of any sanitary points. We must use y equal to 2x power of 3 minus 3x power of 2. We must place it in d power of 2y over dx power of 2 equal 6x power of 2 minus 6x. 6x power of 2 minus 6x, we reuse the dy over dx value from the original question before we define. The answer of this question will be 12x -6. Okay, then the answer of x, we will replace it in dy over dx. X equal to 0 because that the answer we get from the determine x and y intercept points. D power of 2 y over dx power of 2 equal to 12 multiply 0 -6. The answer for this question will get -6. The coordinate we will get 0, 0. Then x equal to 1 because we get that from the determined x and y intercept just like the 0. X a d power of 2 y over dx power of 2 equal to 12 multiplies 1 -6. The answer we will get 6. The coordinate for this question we will get 1 -1. I will explain about how to sketch the graph of the curve. First, we must draw a axis line x and y. We must use the coordinate that we get from the calculation. That's it. 0, 0 and 1, -1. First, we must place 0, 0 at the middle of the axis line x and y. Then, we must write 1 at the axis line x and -1 at axis line y. When we already placed all the numbers, we must make a coordinate 1 and -1. Then we must mark a little star at the graph. Then, when we already marked, we must draw a line from the middle coordinate 0, 0. We draw until we make the little mark that we make. That is 1, -1. Then we must make another line that is dot line to make our graph look balanced.
To find the expression for dy dx for this question is we write the symbols first, dy over dx. Then we take the power to multiply it with the unknown in front of an x. For example, x power of 3, it doesn't have any unknown in front of an x, so we multiply it as 3x, then the power 3 minus with 1 and it will get 2. Minus 3x, since x, as we all know that x is power of 1, we multiply it with 3 and it will get 3. So the final answer for the expression of dy over dx is 3x power of 2 minus Fifth tree. To find the coordinates of any stationary points on the curve is at certain point dy over dx equals to 0. Then we put the value of the differentiate answer equals to 0. So 3x power of 2 minus 3 equals to 0. Then we factorize it, and it will get 3 open brackets x plus 1 close brackets open brackets x minus 1 close brackets. So it will be the first x equals to negative 1 and the second x equals to 1, which is positive. Then we substitute the values of x into y. So the first x, which is negative 1, if we substitute into y, it will be negative 1 power of 3 minus 3 multiplied with negative 1 plus 4, and the answer for it is 6. Then we move on to the second x, which is 1. We substitute it into y, which is y equals to 1 power of 3 minus 3 multiplied with 1 plus 4, and it will get 2. Therefore, the starting point is coordinate negative 1, 6, and coordinate 1 and 2. To find the stationary points on the graph, we must use the second degree differentiation functions, which is d power of 2y over dx power of 2. Then we take the value from dy over dx and we differentiate it for a second time. So dy over dx minus 3x power of 2 minus 3, and we differentiate it again, will be 6x. Then we substitute the values of x into d power of 2y over dx power of 2. The first x is negative 1. So it will be 6 multiplied with negative 1. We will get negative 6. Therefore, the coordinate for negative 1, 6 is a maximum turning point. The second x is equals to 1. So 6 multiplied with 1, it will get 6. Therefore, the coordinate for 1, 2 is the minimum turning point.
So I will explain about determine x-intercept and y-intercept. At turning point, dy over dx equal to 0. Then 3x squared minus 3 equal to 0. Then 3x squared equal to 3. X squared equal to 3 divided by 3. Then the answer will be x equal to 1. Then x equal to plus minus square root 1. And then x1, the first x will be equal to s, and the second x will be minus 1. In bracket, x minus 1, and the second bracket is x plus 1 equal to 0. Then you need to sub values of x into y. X equal to minus 1. You need to take the equation y equal to, in bracket, minus 1 power of 3 minus 3 in bracket minus 1 plus 4 equal to 6. Then x equal to 1. Y equal to 1 power of 3 minus 3 in bracket 1 plus 4 equal to 2. Therefore, the turning point is minus 1 and 6, and the second turning point is 1 and 2. Then I will explain about determine the nature of stationary point. D square y over dx square equal to 3x square minus 3, and the answer is 6x. Then you need to sub values of x into d square y over dx square. X equal to minus 1. D square y over dx square equal to 6 multiply minus 1. The answer is negative 6. Therefore, negative 1 and 6 is the maximum turning point. Then x equal to 1, d square y over dx square equal to 6 multiply 1. The answer is 6. Therefore, 1 and 2 is a minimum turning point. So I will showing you the graph of the curve. For question is y equal to x cubed minus 3x plus 4. Then you need to take the maximum and minimum turning point to put in the graph. So the maximum turning point is minus 1 and 6, and the minimum turning point is 1 and 2.
Lastly, for summary, differentiation in mathematics process of finding the derivative or rate of change of a function. In contrast to the abstract nature of the theory behind it, the practical technique of differentiation can be carried out by purely algebraic manipulation using basic derivative for rule of operation and a knowledge of how to manipulate function. That's it. Kenapa dia?